Hey there, this video will give you a quick overview of Notion's list view, which is one of the 6 view options for databases. So I've put a couple of examples here that we can go through. Here is a shopping list and here is a meal planning list. So we'll start with the shopping list. As you can see on the left-hand side, we've got each item on the list that needs to be purchased. And on the right-hand side, we have the cost. And then we just have this field here, which isn't actually needed, but we'll take care of that in a second. So I will just open a card for one of these items. So let me open booze. I'll just demonstrate adding a couple of more fields here. So say we wanted to say or note which store we wanted to purchase each item at. We could start a list here. So say there was a boutique in your neighborhood you like to shop at. I'll just put generic grocery store, but you can put specific grocery stores. Amazon.ca if that's somewhere you shop. Here in Canada, in Ontario, we have the LCBO, which is where we buy booze, which this is the item booze that we're buying in this card. Wine Rack is another place. So those are just some examples. You can put whatever stores there you want. So I'll just choose Wine Rack here. Another common property to use in lists, of course, is a checkbox. So in this case, we'll just say, call this one purchased. So you can check off each item as it's purchased. So let's close this card and go back to the main page. There we go. So now, as you can see, we can still only see each item here on the left and the cost. We can't see those new fields we just added. So to do that, you just click the 3 dots in the top right-hand corner here of the view and click on properties. And then you'll see total cost and category are chosen. So those are the cost and the item that we can already see. And you'll see purchased and store, which we just added, are grayed out down here. The eyes are grayed out. So that means they are not included in the view. So if we wanted to include those, you just click the eyeballs and now they're black. So they will be viewable here. And you can see the wine rack that I put here and the checkbox I put here are now viewable. So you can check each item off right here in this view. You don't have to go anywhere else or to any other page to check that off. And then, of course, you can keep adding stores as you add the stores to your items. They will also show on the main page. So there's the boutique. So they will all add here. And then this is just, this party thing is just a relation to another database. So we'll just take that off because not needed. So there you go. That's how that will look. And again, as you add stores, they will all add down the side here. So I'm just going to open this shopping list in the actual source database. So here it is, as we just saw it on the main page. It's just the list view. And then this is it as a table view. So a table is, I find, a great place to data dump and just put everything in because it's all right here in one view. You don't have to keep opening individual cards. So when you have a lot of information to input, it's great to do it in a table view like this. And as you can see, I'll just note here in this view here of the list, you again can't see the store field that we added or the checkbox. And that's because on this main page, that view was customizable and will not change the source database. It will pull in data if you change data, like if I changed this $25 to $30 or something else, that's the data stored within the database, and that will change in both locations. But if you change just the view and what's viewable and the format, that will only apply, separately. It'll be separate. If you change it here, only apply here. If you change it on the home page, it will only change there. So you can customize your view without worrying about affecting the source database. And then another thing to note is that the left-hand column here at the far left of the database will always show in that list. So here, yeah, like you have booze and napkins and table place cards. So those are also here on the left, and it's not an option to not view them. They're just always going to be there. So just keep that in mind with the list view. The left-hand column is always going to be included. Otherwise, you can pick and choose whatever information you want to view on lists. So just a quick look at the meal plan. So this is, again, another list, just different data for meal planning, obviously. So we have different data viewed here, and with lists, you can, as with all database views in Notion, you can filter and sort things. So with sorting, you can choose any of the fields within the database to sort by. So if you wanted to sort by ingredients to buy, you can choose ascending or descending or anything else. So you can alphabetize it or sort it by needs to cook, frozen, this field, anything you want. And with filter, you can choose, oops, let's go here. You can also choose it here. So you can choose ingredients to buy, and you can have it contain certain characters or words, or start with, end with, if the field is empty or if it's not empty. So this will filter in and out certain criteria, certain data based on criteria you input here. So the filter and sort allow you to customize the view even further. So I hope that overview of lists in Notion databases helps.